Today we have a new arrival from the guys at Patrick James Eggle Guitars. We are excited to show you this guitar and to continue to tell you about this fantastic builder, so stick around. Hey, you're watching Alamo Music TV. My name is Chris McKee.
And I'm Cooper Greenberg.
We're here with Alamo Music in San Antonio, Texas. You can find us online at alamomusic.com. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, turn on notifications, like our videos. If you want to support the channel, visit our spring store link below for custom swag and check out our podcast, the Fretboard Confessional, wherever you get your podcasts. So if you are new to the channel or you didn't see the previous video we shot, we are now dealers for Patrick James Eggle Guitars. And if you are in North America, you might be going, who is that? If you are in the UK or in Europe, you probably are already familiar with Patrick James Eggle. He builds fantastic guitars. He's been doing it for decades, and they are producing some really amazing stuff now. So we were fortunate enough last August to connect with Patrick and say, hey, we would really like to partner with you guys and become dealers and carry your amazing guitars and tell everybody we possibly can about them. And so a blood pact was made. No, it's really not that. But conversations were had internationally, and we put some orders in and got some amazing guitars that some of you have already had a chance to get. Now, the first ones that we got were of his line called the Macon line, which is modeled after the traditional single cut Les Paul style guitar. But he also has the 96 and the Oz in their current lineup. And this is the Oz, or the OZ
OZ.
if you're maybe across the pond there.
Sub-Z, yeah.
There are traditional styles to the 96. The 96 is your S-style, Strat-style body, and then the Oz is your Tele or T-type style body. And there are variations to this. There is a traditional one. There is what we call the contour top, a drop top style, which is what this is. And then there is a full carved top that's available. Now we've gotten some other 96 models in stock as well. So if you're feeling saucy, you should check out our website for everything that's in stock from Eggle, because every single thing that's come in.
We're going to be showing them.
Yeah, we are going to be showing them, but absolutely amazing. So I was excited to get this. This is an Oz Contour top in Mocha Burst with a ridiculous flame on it. And here's what happened. Usually I'm emailing back and forth with Patrick, but he's also got a great guy, Glenn, who will email me. And Glenn said, hey, we got these. They were built as like an exhibition to show off for a show in the UK or in Europe. And you get first right of refusal. I'm like, well, it ends here because we're taking those. So this was one of those two, and it's awesome. It's
how many A's is that flame right there?
That's four A's.
4 A's. That's a lot of A's. This thing, Chris sent me a photo of it probably a month before we got it. And he was like, what do you think? And I was like, dude, come on.
Yeah.
And there's probably other Tele-style Mocha Bursts on our website from another brand. This is wildly different. This is Tele-ish and really silhouette only.
Yes.
Awesome with the contour top. I'm guessing these are Mojos.
They are Mojo pickups.
The Mojos?
But these are fully potted Mojo pickups. Yeah.
Those are awesome.
Hand wound.
Now the body.
Swamp ash.
Yeah, where Sean Connery likes to hang out. So there's a little thing that I noticed as I was kind of holding this. First of all, the finish, we can talk about that. Yeah. It feels amazing, super, super light guitar, but right at the heel, like that ash comes together into this kind of chevron looking thing. It's just a perfect piece for this,
It's the attention to detail, man.
It's awesome. So swamp ash body, roasted, flame neck. I mean, every piece of wood on here is...
So the neck is 3A, flamed, roasted.
So this is the roasted Mocha ash quadruple A top. Everything on this thing is insane.
So it's got some pretty cool specs too. So it's a long scale length, 25.5 inches, which you'd expect. Soft V. When we say soft,
very soft.
It's got a 12-inch fretboard radius. So everything about this guitar is definitely very modern. It's using medium tall Jescar 55090 fret wire, if you were curious. And Kieran Potts did final assembly, so good job, Kieran.
Yeah, Kieran's the man on this one. I dig the bridge saddles and everything, 3 brass. You know, it's a little bit of vintage telly.
It's like a chopped telly bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with the radius and the pickups, it's kind of Les Paul-y, but not like it. The one thing that differentiates this for me from both a telly and a Les Paul is how light it is and how comfy it is. I mean, the body contour, everything. It's super comfortable satin neck. So is this the same neck finish that they did on the Macons?
Yeah, so the specs usually on these, the way it'll read is it'll tell you if the nitro finish is worn on the body or the neck. So in this particular case, it'll just say nitro on the body, worn nitro on the neck. So my understanding of the way that they do it, based upon some interviews that Patrick's done, is they shoot the heel and the headstock, and then in the middle here where your hand's going to be, it's basically oiled. It's very finely sanded, oiled, to just make, with all of these that have come in, unequivocally the best feeling neck on any electric guitar I've ever played, period.
Yeah, I am a huge fan of what Fender has done on the Pro 2s, Supernatural Satin, and it's kind of like that, in that same vein, but even a little more like soft, fast. You know, it's not sticky at all. It is such a nice feel. Fingerboard on here, you can see if you look really close, it's like a maple slab on there.
Yeah, it's a 3A maple
but
board.
It's like, the front looks great. Are those clay dots on there? Or just kind of an off-white or something?
Yeah.
Like everything, just color-wise, wood grain-wise, it just pops.
So,
I also love the how they do the signature.
The signature
on
is really
headstock
great
on here versus on the Macons, you know?
Well, and I really love the shape of their headstock. You know, you have to, when you do this style of guitar, it's a fine line, right? Because you're paying homage to Fender, but you don't want to pay them dollars. So how close can you get before trademark infringement? And sometimes people do it, and I'm not a fan of the shapes that they arrive at. And I really like the shape that he has on these headstocks. And it's signed multiple times because there's a signature on the back. Or no, that's the
Oz and the serial
number that's handwritten. So very, very cool. The tuners are
I'm guessing those are Gotos, right? Yeah.
Locking tuners.
Locking Gotos.
With these like nice black ebony buttons. On the pickup, so one of the things, you're going to hear the demo. We're going to stop talking here in a bit, but I just loved listening to Cooper play this guitar, and when he did, I said, oh, you know, there's that Jekyll Hyde thing between the bridge and the neck pickup, because that's one of the things I love about a setup like this is you can often kind of have just completely different worlds. 7.4 is the rating on the neck pickup. 14.1 is the rating on the bridge pickup. And when I took this, when I first grabbed this, I was like, this is definitely sub 7 pounds. It is. It's 6 pounds, 14 ounces.
Just like me when I popped out, you know. I don't know.
Serial number 31190.
So Mojo pickups sound great. There is a push-pull on the tone knob.
Yep.
And that is like a master coil split. So you can get, I went all the way through with humbuckers and then split them and then I went all the way back. All sounds are great. This thing is really, like the Macons that we played in that first video, we also compared to a Gibson Custom Shop. And at a certain point in time, we will be comparing the 96 and the Oz to Fender Custom Shop because I think it's a great comparison, but something like this, something like some of the other 96, drop tops that we got, are a better comparison to Anderson and Sir and like those now really kind of all over the place boutique brands. This is like taking inspiration from a Telecaster and creating its own whole new world.
Yeah, I think it's up there with definitely Tom Anderson, Sir, Nick Huber. Yeah. And it's truly boutique. We talked about it in our previous videos. They're a small shop. There's like 9 guys.
Yeah.
And so they're doing great work and truly They actually have like a new custom thing that they're rolling out, but they're really already custom guitars.
Yeah, they're a custom shop.
So it's pretty amazing. It sounds phenomenal.
Just look at like the coloration, how it matches so well. Yeah.
I love the reveal binding too. I'm always a big fan of that.
Yeah.
So pretty awesome. Well, we're gonna stop yammering, and you're gonna hear just how good it does sound. So check it out. All right, so there you have it. Awesome guitar.
Awesome.
Awesome.
You know what I'm saying? And just in case you weren't sold on it, the cases of every Eggle guitar are awesome.
Yes, they're phenomenal, fantastic.
Very robust case.
Superfluous.
Good looking. Comes with picks and a polished cloth and a handwritten certificate of authenticity with some specs in there that Chris was reading off. Super nice cases. These come across the ocean to us, and the boxes are packed up extremely well. The cases are heavy duty and really pretty at the same time. Every single one that we've gotten. So we've gotten 3 Macons that we did the first video on, and then we've gotten 5 others since then, including this one. All of them right out of the box. I mean, they're super clean, set up nicely. Yeah, they do the whole thing from when Chris was kind of specking everything out with Patrick to, sending us cool photos of really cool things, and then finishing out the guitars, packing them, sending to us. It's like the best experience that we get, because sometimes it's not great. And I think that's a benefit of working with a small shop is like they're so plugged into every part of it. But yeah, that guitar, I loved the Macons. That thing, like it does it all, right? I mean, we had it kind of a little bit overdriven, but you could clean that up and it could be a perfect country guitar, perfect rock guitar.
It really wanted the gain. No, it's fantastic. It's modern, it's flexible, but it's not overly versatile. Sometimes guitars become like they lose their way.
Yeah.
And I was anxious to see this guy play it because he's usually on a telly. And so I was just like, this is going to be somewhat familiar territory and fun. And yeah, I was right.
Yeah.
So fantastic guitar. Now, boutique electric guitar imported from England. Not inexpensive, but in the world of boutique and custom shop guitars,
Inline.
I think it's a good value, honestly. And we talked about this with our other videos. You know, if you spec'd this out with some other custom shops, it would cost probably $2,000 more than this. What is the price on this? Remind me?
So list price on this one is $49.20. But I will say that we talked about another custom shop earlier that we will probably be comparing some Eggles to, because we already did the Gibson custom shop. We already talked about that. We're in the process of speccing out some Fender custom shops right now. I think just choosing a base model, they start at like 45.
Right.
They start at, you know, without adding any pickups in. You know, it's like, you know, let's say 4. But quadruple A flame top.
Yeah, that would be quite expensive.
Triple A flame neck, roasted ash body.
There's a charge for every hand wound pickup you choose.
Yeah, those are all things that are $1,000, you know, $500, $800, $1,000 upcharges. It would add up very quickly. And I mean, I love Fender Custom Shop, you know, but part of it is it's Fender Custom Shop. And there are really great options from smaller builders like Patrick James Eggle's shop that it's like, if you spec this out elsewhere with those same pickups and the same woods, it's going to be much more expensive. This is not a cheap guitar, but it is a great option if you're looking for something like this. And hopefully, you know, this is the type of guitar I never knew. Like, I got to look for a super flame top dual humbucker contour body telly. But now I'm like, oh, I'll take it. I'll take it if you want.
Well, I think we're already working on a spec. Cooper already has some ideas after playing this guitar, so.
Yeah, hopefully in like a year, I'll be like, told you it was happening. But, you know, Easter's right around the corner. And, you know, this is the Eggle hunt, you know what I'm saying? So you got to search around, and we got the eggs here. I've been waiting the whole video to say that. My Easter Eggle sale. Yeah, I'm Jewish. You know, I don't even observe the holiday.
But when it comes to these guitars, you'll make an exception.
I'll make an exception. I mean, anywhere that there's a good brunch ready to go, like, I'll do Easter. That's fine with me.
Bagel and lox.
Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic guitar. So we've got this. I think we've got one Macon semi left, and then the new shipment that came in.
Yeah.
And more on the way. We're going to be putting in a lot more orders than I already have. So if you want more information about this guitar, any of the Eggle guitars, head over to our website at alamomusic.com. In fact, in the description of the video, I'll put a link directly to the brand page for the Patrick James Eggle guitars.
Yeah, and if you're like, I really love the flame top stuff, I want that kind of neck, I want a light guitar, but man, I need a Strat style with 3 pickups in it or whatever. Like, just stay tuned. You can get a sneak peek on the website.
Have that
but
too, yeah.
If you want to see some tops,
oh my gosh,
like you've never seen, yeah, stay tuned and turn your notifications on when you subscribe, because I don't imagine this one will be around very long, and it'll be a bit of a wait till we can get something similar. I also think that those 96s are going to catch some eyes. And like I said, Easter's around the corner. So you don't want to do the egg hunt now before the little kids pick up all the eggs, you know. That's pretty much the extent that I know about Easter, is that there's eggs and rabbits involved.
We'll have a talk. All right. So
I know Easter, all right?
So head over to our website. You can purchase these online. You can come in. You can try them out. And if you're new to the channel and you like boutique builders, electric guitars, acoustic guitars, and general guitar nuttery, definitely you want to subscribe.
You're going to want to subscribe. And like I said, you're going to want to turn the notifications on, because most of these guitars we got one of. All these guitars we got one of. And so you want to know when something drops, because we dropped a video yesterday and all 3 of the guitars were sold by the end of the day.
It's like 3-dimensional.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's 4-dimensional.
4-dimensional.
4A, dude.
So keep coming back for more, and we will see you next time.